It's not exactly a secret that Disney has been struggling over the past couple years. And even though Bob Iger came back, was supposed to be the hero to turn things around, it's actually gotten worse. In fact, 2023 was one of the worst years that Disney's ever had. Their 100th anniversary turned out to be a nightmare, both on streaming and at the box office. And when you look at the wealth of PR disasters that they had to go through, all the different controversies. So Bob Iger, with a lot of pressure on him right now, with Nelson Peltz and all these proxy votes coming out of the woodwork to attack him and say he's not capable of doing this, there needs to be a change at Disney, Bob Iger needed to deliver. And so at the recent quarterly earnings report, he made a bunch of big announcements. Not necessarily anything about the shape that Disney's in right now, but hey, we promise we're going to do these big things in the future. It's all going to be better. We promise. Just in a couple years, you wait. Look at all these things we have in the work. Look at all the money we're going to spend to try to show you that we can actually attach ourselves to popular things like this. All the things Disney's Bob Iger said about the $1.5 billion investment in Epic and the new Disney universe. Of course, made a big deal about, exclusive Fortnite things and Disney things they're going to do. They're going to work together. And it had the intended effect. Investors thought positive. Wow, look at, they're trying to turn things around. Even though Nelson Peltz, who's been very critical of Bob Iger, basically said they're throwing spaghetti at the wall in hopes that something sticks because of all the bad PR. As it turns out, Bob Iger admitted that that's exactly what he's fucking doing. And he has no idea when this big deal that he made is actually going to come to fruition. Failing CEO Bob Iger under fire for comments on latest Disney project. And of course, it's talking about the partnership with Epic Games. Now, Disney's planning another partnership that will expand its entertainment reach. Just ahead of the quarter one earnings call, it was revealed Disney would be partnering with Epic Games, the video game studio that makes Fortnite, as well as Gears of War, Fall Guys, and Rocket League. The collaboration between Disney and Epic Games is expected to bring an all-new entertainment universe inspired by beloved Disney stories. Yay! People are going to be able to constantly be in these worlds of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Avatar, and more. Players, gamers, and fans will be able to create their own stories and experiences, express their fandom in a distinctly Disney way. What does that mean? Gay as shit. And share content with each other in ways that they love. This will all be powered by Unreal Engine. Sounds like a pretty big deal, right? Of course, something that Disney has to attach themselves to something successful, spend a bunch of money in order to do so, but still, people thought that's pretty positive. Well, unfortunately, Bob Iger actually had to speak about this. After the quarterly earnings call where he said, you know what? I realized that the young kids are spending a lot of time playing video games lately, and we decided that we have to get in that space. Welcome to a fucking decade ago, you old fuck. He says this. Speaking with CNBC earlier this month, Disney CEO Bob Iger shared his excitement for the project, along with the new possibilities the partnership will bring, including all new digital and physical goods that fans can purchase, similar to the craze Fortnite has brought. However, there's one glaring thing of note when it comes to this epic crossover. When asked for a timetable on the project, again, this is something specifically announced to get all the criticism off of Disney's back, off Bob Iger's back, and give them some fucking breathing room, right? It was criticized as throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks, that they don't actually have a fucking plan. That's what Nelson Peltz says. Now, Bob Iger turns around and says this, quote, I can't give you a specific date. I'm not even going to speculate right now. It's not going to be immediate. It takes a while to build this. It's not years, maybe a couple of years, but we will see. Congratulations, Bob Iger, on saying exactly what so many people that criticize you thought. This is just trying to connect yourself to something good in hopes that you get some of the bad PR off your back. And I think for some low information people, it probably did work. But the reality is they have no fucking idea when this thing's going to come to fruition. They're hoping that it staves off that proxy vote and Nelson Peltz isn't able to get on this board. We'll see what happens when it's all said and done. But certainly a lot of people decided to just shit all over Bob Iger for basically admitting what Nelson Peltz said the whole time, that there's really not some hardcore plan. Nothing's going to change anytime soon. And it's literally just throwing spaghetti up against a wall and hoping something sticks because they can't actually create anything. They have to buy things or partner with other people for popular things right now because that is the current state of Disney.